world.
Let's just say I'm Frankenstein's monster.
Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Much mercy to you brothers out there that's teaching this new covenant, that's understanding what this is about. It's all about the Lord, and it's all about defending the gospel at the end of the day and teaching Yahawashi. You know, we're not waiting on anything to teach Yahawashi. We're not waiting on no covenants. We're not waiting on groups. We're not waiting on elders. We're not waiting on shit. Yahawashi must be defended, and that is the bottom line. The key to it is you being able to have that gift. Now, with that gift that the Lord blessed certain brothers with, you're going to have that gift of faith. You're going to have that gift to agree with the new covenant. And that is something that guys don't understand. That new heart consists of you having that heart of flesh, which involves Yahawashi, which that goes into the new covenant. That's why a lot of guys, they don't understand the new covenant. And for the record, I want to say this. The old laws of Moses, when Moses went on a mountain, he received those laws. Now, when the Lord came, he broke the temple in two. He broke the church in two. Now, what that means is Moses, the laws of Moses has no power basically over anything anymore. Now, do you still keep the old laws? Yeah, you keep the old laws to the best of your ability. But understand this, man, because a lot of you brothers that's getting into the new covenant, that's understanding that Yahawashi, you can't deny Yahawashi, and that's important that brothers understand that. That's really important. You know, but these camps, they deny the Lord, talking about they're waiting on some shit because they're reprobates. But what you got to understand is the Lord said he came to fulfill the law. That's what he came to do. He came to fulfill the law. He didn't come to destroy it. So you have to look at it like this. Those high holy days that you used to keep, the old Passovers, the Day of Atonement, the Sabbath days, the new moons, as preferring to those high days that you would keep in the Old Testament. Now Yahawashi becomes those high holy days through the Spirit. Yahawashi becomes a day of rest. He becomes the Passover, which, like I said, you go into that word Passover, you'll understand that old Passover lamb, that tradition that Moses had you do to get out of that old Egypt, that's not going to work for this Egypt. So what has happened is it's been a strategic plan against Yahawashi to keep you out of the new laws of Yahawashi. That's why these groups, they don't keep the laws of Yahawashi. Yahawashi actually has laws in the new covenant. And the laws are you making Yahawashi your Passover lamb. That's why you have to eat of his flesh and drink of his blood. And he said, if you don't do that, then there's no life in you. So these guys that's holding the old laws of Moses, preferring to the high holy days and the Passover, and they're practicing the old laws of Moses, they don't have no life in them because those old high holy days, those laws died. Now, the laws as the other laws in Moses, you know, the all the little laws and shit like that, like all those laws, you try to keep those to the best of your ability still. We're not telling you to completely abolish Moses, but Moses himself, and I've brung it out in multiple scriptures, Deuteronomy 18, John the 5th chapter, Moses himself, he refers to you having to hearken to Yahawashi's laws. That means the high holy days now, the Passover, the new moons, you make Yahawashi your Sabbath day, and he's your place of rest. See, these guys, they don't have no rest because they're not of Yahawashi. They don't have that gift. They're not the weapon. So let me read this real quick. Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So what the Lord did when he came, he fulfilled the high holy day laws. Okay. So the laws of Moses, you keep those, but the high holy days that you were keeping in the laws of Moses, those are done away with. Yahawashi is the high holy day. He's the Passover. He's atoning for you in the heavens. That's why if you deny him, then the thing is, you're not covered for your sins. You're not covered at all. The Lord came and he did it one time. The Lord came and he did it one time. And with you actually understanding that, then you make Yahawashi your holy day in the spirit. You make him your Sabbath day. You make him a day of rest. This is what you do. This is what you got to understand. So Yahawashi is your Passover. He's your day of rest, and he's atoning for you, the ones that are of him. He's not atoning for every fucking body. So those old laws that guys practice, like the Day of Atonement and the new moons and all that shit, you could do that all you want, but just know that Yahawashi, you have to have that lamb in you. If you don't have the lamb in you, instead of on your doorpost or cooking a fucking physical lamb, if you don't have him in you, then in these last days, you're not going to make it. So this is what you got to really understand about Yahawashi. Let me read this. Let me read this. Hebrews chapter 10. And then I want to go into this, and then I want to go into Weapon X a little bit. Because Weapon X is those brothers of the cross defending Yahawashi and his gospel. And that is so very important in these last days. And we're not in a time of teaching and, you know, like we're bringing out things and we're teaching and we're doing certain things. But it's like, if you don't really have the gift in you, then you're not really of the new covenant. Now, what guys, groups, and camps and churches and you know, the world, what they're proving is they don't have nothing to do with Yahawashi because they reject the new laws that the Lord brought. Now, let me read this real quick. Hebrews 10:7. Then lo, said I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will. So Yahawashi was sent here to do the will. and the book is written of Yahawashi. So for these guys to get you to deny the covenant and to actually act like the new covenant isn't here, when the new covenant has been here since the Lord went on that cross. It's just that the world is not, everybody's not a part of Yahawashi, and everybody don't have that gift. The new covenant has been here. According to the, and you know, on another note too, according to the scriptures, Yahawashi didn't get double honors of men. He didn't get that. So for elders to begin double honors, they're putting themselves over Yahawashi. That's just a side note. Hebrews 10:8. But when he said sacrifice and offering, burnt offerings and offerings for sin, would is not, neither has pleasure therein, which are offered by the law. Then he said, Lo, I come to do thy will, O power. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. You hear that? Let me read that again. Then said he, Lo, I come to do thy will, O power. He taketh away the first testament, the first covenant is broken, bro. Those high holy days, they all went to Yahawashi in the spirit now. All right? That he may establish the second. So the thing is, you can't expect, let me say this, man, real quick too. Well, we got to understand too, these reprobates and these elders and shit, we can't expect them to keep Yahawashi and to keep his high holy day, because they don't have nothing to do with it ultimately. They're of the old, they're of the dead. Their God is not the God of the living. So it's funny you hear these apostles talking about some follow Yahawashi. No, Moses told you to follow Yahawashi. You're still following Moses. So these elders, they're fucking reprobates, teaching men it's okay to have guile. Why the fuck are you teaching shit like that at this time, bro? These old men, they're corrupt, man. And they know we see they ass too, man. They know we see they ass. And the thing is, we're teaching Yahawashi. That's the doctrine, Yahawashi, the new covenant. That's the doctrine right there. So the thing is, they don't like that doctrine because it's not theirs. Well, this ain't got nothing to do with you guys. Ultimately, and all you guys that don't really believe, it don't got nothing to do with you guys. If you don't believe in what we're doing, get the fuck out of here. This ain't for you, man. You see what I'm saying? Go be in the world. If you second guessing, you question yourself, go be in the fucking world. Go be with the camps and shit. Because we don't give a fuck if you believe or not. But we know, according to the scriptures, Yahawashi established the second covenant, the new covenant. And through Yahawashi, that's where you're forgiven of sins. But if you're not of Yahawashi from within already, then you're going to reject it. So we don't give a fuck all you guys that reject it or don't understand what we're doing. That just means that the gift of faith is not in you guys, and you're not of a weapon for Yahawashi. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Go teach all that shit you guys learn from these fucking camps. Which these camps, they were set up to hold you from the spirit and keep your ass here another 20, 30 years again. Because that's exactly how they're teaching. If you let these old motherfuckers teach like how they're teaching, they'll keep you in a motherfucking circle. What's closing this thing up is the teaching of Yahawashi. So if you don't understand, if you're with Yahawashi or you're with the world by this time, then more than likely you're with the fucking world, bro. Like the brothers say, you with the new covenant or you're not. Like we're not making anybody be a part of the new covenant. You have to believe this from the inside, bro. If you don't believe this and you don't get it, then it's probably not for you. The old laws of Moses, they're not done away with totally, but the old laws of Moses, they've been broken, meaning that the high holy days went to Yahawashi. Now, as you would look at those high holy days and those Sabbath days and those rest days, you would look to Yahawashi in the spirit to be those high holy days every day. And guys that's in the flesh, they can't get that. They think they need new bodies, bro. They're gonna get a dead body. That's gonna be the new body that they're gonna get. Because this whole time they denied Yahawashi, just like the scribes and the Pharisees did. See, you don't want to be with the multitude and these elders because they're denying him. You're supposed to be rehearsing Yahawashi as your Passover. You're supposed to make him your rest, you see? But there's no peace to the wicked. Now, Hebrews 10 and 9. Then lo, said he, I come to do thy will, O power. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second, by the which we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Yahawashi Hamashiach. So we're sanctified through what the Lord did. The ones that have the gift. The ones that have the gift, they're under grace. You're not under grace if you're denying the covenant, talking about you're waiting on, we're approaching the covenant. We're not there yet. You don't have nothing to do with the Lord. I don't give a fuck all the shit you could teach and the history you know and all the shit you talk about of Esau. It don't matter. It don't matter because it's like if you're putting the Lord off, talking about you're waiting on something, that means you're not of him, man, right now. Right now, you're not of the Lord, okay? All you guys doing that shit. This guy, Remnant Save in Cora, South Carolina, a brother called him Pastor Morpheus. All you motherfuckers in these groups, basically. The Sicaris, they deny the covenant. The Abner Abbott, all you guys, man, that have made deals with the devil. Right, like you say, we're not in the covenant yet. So that means you're not of the Lord right now. That's all that means. That's all that fucking means. So you guys don't have nothing to do with the cross or Yahawashi right now. Okay, all right? It's just as easy as that. We're not waiting on shit. You corrupt ass elders out there, man. You guys, you're done. You're done, man. Ain't nothing you can do. You can't control the spirit. You got one elder talking about follow the old laws of Moses. He's still doing that. He's not repenting and telling you to follow because he can't. They have to keep the old laws of Moses because that's what they're in agreement with. They're in agreement with the dead. Moses is dead. Moses even told you himself. Matter of fact, I come back to this Hebrews the 10th chapter real quick. Let me read this one more time. All you guys following the old laws of Moses, man. Even Moses himself told you that you're gonna have to hearken to Yahawashi, bro. So that's why I say, you guys, if you can understand what we're doing, then you have to push the gospels in Yahawashi in the new covenant. You have to. If you don't and you're in the middle, then get the fuck out of here, bro. We don't have time. Like, you should be able to get it by now. Like the brothers say, man, all hands on deck right now, because it's like right now, it's either you're of the world or you're that few remnant that's defending Yahawashi. There's no in between. There's no waiting. There's no none of that. It's either you have the Lord in you or you fucking don't. Deuteronomy 18 and 15, the Lord thy power will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me, because the Lord Moses did bring you the laws. It says, unto him you shall hearken. So you're going to have to hearken unto Yahawashi, which is going to bring you better laws. And he's going to fulfill the law. The high holy days, the lamb sacrifice and the Sabbath day and all that shit. Now, you can still go cook a lamb and do whatever you want to do. But the high holy days went to Yahawashi in the spirit. That means you have to be in his spirit in the inside, not a fucking outside lamb. You got to consume the Lord's flesh real quick. And this goes into the heart of flesh. Because guys don't have the heart of Yahawashi. This is what you got to understand. John chapter 6, verse 53. Then Yahawashi said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, except you eat of the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you. You see that? So you have to be practicing the new covenant. You have to be understanding Yahawashi. You have to be consuming him through the spirit, not the old laws of Moses. All the high holy days went to Yahawashi, all right? This is what you got to understand. And the ones that agreed with the Lord back then, that was teaching him back then, like Stephen and Paul, Peter, all these men that were men of the Lord, and, you know, they died for Yahawashi, they're back today and they're agreeing with him today. If you're not agreeing with him now and you're waiting and shit and it's not yet, that means right now you're not of the Lord, not yet, all right? The fuck out of here. See, what guys are doing, they're tricking you with all this shit they're teaching, but they're going around the point, and the point is Yahawashi. You don't have anything if you don't agree with Yahawashi. That's the truth, and that's according to the scriptures. If you deny Yahawashi right now, talking about you're waiting, that means you're denying the Lord in heaven. So while you're waiting, that means you don't have Yahawashi. John 6:53, and Yahawashi say unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, except you eat of the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, ye have no life in you. And this is what you got to understand. These elders, they're mad because they said some shit about what Yahawashi wouldn't be doing. You denying Yahawashi, man. You guys are so deceitful and old. It's just that you underestimated men actually seeing you fucking guys. You thought nobody was gonna see you old wicked motherfuckers, didn't you? You thought that. You thought like guys, brothers wasn't gonna understand. But we understand Yahawashi way better than you fucking guys do. It's an understanding of the heart of flesh. You gotta have the heart in you. Like if you don't have it in you, then you can't agree with Yahawashi right now. It's just as simple as that. And they're not teaching you that the 144,000, the elect, who they like to talk about, they're going to have that heart of flesh already. They're going to be born with it, bro. Oh, my goodness. So, therefore, if you're not really born with it, you're not going to agree with it. And not everybody's born to agree with Yahawashi. How about that? It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, except you eat of the flesh of the Son of Man and you drink his blood, you have no life in you. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day in the spirit. My flesh is meat indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. So you have to be consuming Yahawashi in these last days. That means you have to understand the Gospels. That means you have to understand the apostles and Acts, and you have to understand everything in the New Testament to a T to understand Yahawashi in this new covenant. And you have to agree on that new covenant. All these groups are set up for you to fail. That's all they're set up for. That's all they're set up for. And I advise you guys to get the fuck from these Y gates, man. These Y gates and these camps and these groups. They are part of the world. I'm sorry to tell you that. Like I did that sit down the other day. The third temple is not based on camps and groups and temples made with hands. It's not. That's the breakdown. That's the mystery of that. All these guys in these groups, they're not of the Lord. They can't be. Because when the Lord came, and like when Stephen came, when all these men came on the planet, the churches and the Y gates and the groups, they actually rejected Yahawashi, man. They really did. They rejected him and they sought for his life. So in this time, none of the Lord's men are going to be in these fucking synagogues, bro, like that. And that's why a lot of guys, they're coming out of the synagogues, because a lot of guys are not, are figuring out that they are part of the Lord. Just a few. And that's why we're here, to help pull guys out the fire through the spirit. This ain't no physical shit. Everything is of the spirit now, a spiritual house, a spiritual priesthood. John 6:55, for my flesh is meat indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. He that eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood dwelleth in me, and I in him. So by guys not teaching Yahawashi on purpose, what they're doing is they're men, they don't have Yahawashi in them, you see, and it's heavy like that. So you got to get away from these groups. Get the fuck away from these groups, man. These elders, they're teaching deceitfully. Yeah, they know the scriptures. Yeah, they've been teaching them for 30 years. So they know how to teach the scriptures without really involving Yahawashi. But we're teaching the scriptures involving Yahawashi, agreeing on the covenant. That's what these elders are not doing. They're not telling you to follow the laws of Yahawashi. So they have the greater sin. These old men, they're in sin. Pilate wanted to let the Lord go, but these old men wanted to crucify him like they're doing now. They're crossing the Lord out. And they're telling you to keep the old laws of Moses, not understanding that Yahawashi has his laws that you have to follow him and eat of him. He is the high holy day now. So this is something you gotta fucking understand. So going back to Hebrews 10:9, then said he, lo, I come to do thy will, O power. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. So basically, none of those high holy days in Deuteronomy and the laws of Moses, they're not really working to the Lord like that. Now you keep the laws as much as you can, but those high holy days, you have to worship Yahawashi now. How do you worship the Lord now? Let me read this in John. You worship the Lord now. John chapter 2. John chapter 4, verse 24. Look, yeah, the Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. You got to worship the Lord in the spirit now. That's why all the high holy days, they're in the spirit. So if you're not in the spirit that Yahawashi was, then you're not of the Lord. So you're definitely not in the spirit of Yahawashi if you deny the covenant. You're in a reprobate fucking spirit. That's what spirit you in. Yeah, it has to do with the Holy Spirit, but we're not in the covenant yet. So that means if you're not in the covenant, that means you're not in the spirit. That's all that means, man. See, we got you guys cornered, man. You're fucking rats, bro. You're fucking rats. And this ain't something we're making up. We're just reading the Lord in the Gospels. Now, going back to the Hebrews 10. Because you brothers, you're part of the third temple. And that third temple is the Weapon X. Yahawashi. Hebrews 10 and 10. It says, by which will we were sanctified. It says, by the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Yahawashi once for all. So the Lord died one time and he covered you. He covered you, brothers, that have the gift in you for right now. And those are the elect. Those are the ones that have the gift in them. Those are the ones that have the heart. Right now, what you have going on is, since the world is wicked and is dominated by wicked, evil, vile men, you have guys that don't have a heart teaching the scriptures. They're dead. The old laws of Moses, they're pretty much dead. You see? Because the like I said, the temple, it ran in two. So that means the things that the scribes and the Pharisees, the laws and the shit that they were keeping, they're dead now. All those corrupted scribes and the Pharisees, they were keeping the old laws of Moses. This is what you got to understand, man. And Yahawashi brought a new law. This is what you got to follow the Lord now. So the Lord, Yahawashi, he died once for all. This is major to understand. This is very major to understand. It says, and every priest standeth daily ministering, offering oftentimes the same sacrifice, which can never take away sins. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of the Father. From henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made a footstool. For by one offering he had perfected forever them that are sanctified. Heavy, man. Heavy. Let me read that again. From henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. It says, for by one offering he had perfected forever them that are sanctified. So that one offering he did, it perfected the elect forever. It perfected them in the spirit. Let me read this one more time, man. I don't even think y'all like hearing me, bro. For by one offering he had perfected forever them that are sanctified. For of the Holy Ghost also is a witness to us, for after that he had said before, this is the covenant that I will make to them in those days. This is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws in their inward parts and in their minds, and I will write them. In their sins and iniquity, I remember no more. So the laws being written in your inward part, that's why Paul talks about the inward man, the inner man, the inward man, the inner man. The flesh is the flesh of Yahawashi, having the spirit in you. Faith, mercy, and discernment. These are the laws written in you. All right, man. Oh, man, bro. Ephesians 3:16. He that will grant you according to the riches of his glory to be strengthened with might by the spirit in the inner man. So it's about the inner man. The scriptures say he's a Jew inwardly, not outwardly. Inwardly, bro. So this gift is not for multitudes in the world. It's for those few. They are of Yahawashi. They are of the cross. They are the weapon X. Romans 7:22, for our delight in the law of the Most High after the inward man. That's why the Lord said, even though our outward man perish day by day, our inward man is being renewed. You see? Because it's about the spirit that's in you, that gift that was given unto you, that was in you already. Romans 2:27. And that's why this world, like these guys, right? They don't look at us as nothing, but inwardly we're of the Lord, and they're not. Even though they might portray like they're Israelites on the outside, but inwardly they're Gentiles. Inwardly we're of the Lord, but inwardly the majority of you guys, you're of the world. Outwardly you may appear to be Israelites, and then outwardly you may shit on us and say we're not of the Lord, but inwardly we're of the Lord. Romans 2:29, but he is a Jew which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart. That goes that heart again. So the heart of flesh goes into Yahawashi, you being of him. You being the heart of flesh, you having the Lord in you. That means you're going to have faith, mercy, and discernment in you already. It was a gift. That's why Paul said he delights in the inward man, because that's where your gift is. All right. Let me read this real quick. I'll come back. Luke 11:39. And the Lord said unto them, do you Pharisees make clean the outside of the cup and the platter, but your inward part is full of ravening and wickedness. That's these guys, bro. That's why you got to get away from the wide gate. Now Romans 2:29, and here's a Jew which is one inwardly, and circumcision is of the heart, and in the spirit, and not in the latter, whose praise is not of men, but of the Most High. So guys getting these honors, they're not of the Lord. They're of the world. Because our praise comes from the spirit. Because our heart is of Yahawashi, and our mind is the mind of Yahawashi. And with that, shalom.